Hey guys, welcome to Southern Comfort. Well, guess what I got? I got corn. I got Silver Queen corn. First time of picking, first time of growing, first time of harvesting, and I got this amount of corn. This is a lot of corn. Beautiful white corn. Silver Queen takes 70 plus days. I planted it early April. We're now June the 26th, and I'm just super amazed. I still got a lot of corn out there to harvest, and I just didn't expect this amount of corn. I just didn't expect to have this amount. You know, the camera probably doesn't show justice, but this thing is heavy. And only have this amount of corn I harvest a day to get this amount of corn is super, totally amazing for first time growing. Silver Queen, if you're going to start growing corn, start out with Silver Queen. Old time favorite. It's sweet corn. It's white. It takes 70 plus days. I started in early April, and it's now June the 26th. So 70 plus days, and I've got some corn out there that's not quite ready. Some of these kernels could have probably gone just a little bit longer, but I'm learning this as I'm going. So by saying that, you know, maybe they could have gone 3-5 days more, but we got a lot of rain last night, so I'm expecting the corn that's out there to be growing even more and getting ready for harvest time. Silver Queen. So what am I going to do with all this corn? Well, I'm going to put it in freezer bags. I'm going to eat fresh, and it's going to be super delicious. I'm going to take a cast iron skillet. I'm going to put some bacon grease in it, and I'm going to sort of stir fry this. I might even put some onions in it. I don't know. But right now, just having the Silver Queen and a little bit of bacon grease and cook it down a little bit, I think that's going to be super delicious. I think really that's all it needs besides some cornbread. Homemade cornbread and Silver Queen corn is going to be the bomb. Guys, thanks for watching. My name is Cammie at Southern Comfort, and I'm in awe. So a lot more corn to harvest, and that means a lot more corn to eat. So if you ever consider growing any corn, give it a try. Silver Queen. Man, we're in the South, and this is some comfort food right here. See you on to the next video. If you ever grow corn, leave me a comment. Tell me your tips. You know, let's share, help other people. I had a gentleman share into the comment, and one of the things he said, because I'm trying to figure out, you know, when to harvest. I know about the silks turning brown, but I was at the top. Some of it didn't seem to be quite ready, and possibility some of it wasn't. But he said that you know, sometimes the pollination, it doesn't pollinate all the way to the top, or it didn't get pollinated, and that was a very helpful tip, because you know, I'm looking at the corn. The bottom base is pretty healthy and big, but the top, I was kind of wondering, you know. So he said when the silks turn brown, and even though the top is not filled out, it doesn't mean it's not time to harvest. It just means that a possibility that it just didn't get pollinated. So all my corn did very well. I'm surprised that, you know, the pollination was great. There was no worms. The kernels are great, and I'm just blown, really, honestly. But thank you for watching. I've got to get this into freezer bags and get some on the stove. Well, I'm going to take my cast iron skillet. I'm going to put some bacon grease in there, and then I'm going to put some of this in there and some salt, and I might add a little bit of butter if I decide to, or maybe not. You can take and put your cast iron skillet and just put butter in there and kind of like stir fry it for a little bit. Make sure you keep it stirred, or you can use some bacon grease. Now, I think I'm going to use bacon grease and stir fry it, put some salt on it, and I think that's going to be pretty much it, besides cornbread, homemade cornbread, and that's going to be the bomb. Silver Queen corn, fresh, and homemade cornbread. That's what you call Southern food. This is some comfort food right here. So now, this is going to be the hour of truth. Let's see how this corn tastes. Fresh out of the garden, homegrown, just cooked. I brought my cornbread with it, but That's corn. That ain't nothing like the grocery store. Nothing. You cannot compare this to any grocery store. That's real corn. This is real corn. Grocery store, that's fake corn. That's fake it till you make it. This is for real. This is the real deal right here. The guys, try growing you some corn. Make sure you got enough for pollination. Put it in the square so you can get some good pollination. Just don't have like raised bed and a couple rows, you know, little small rows. If you do, you're going to need to hand pollinate it. But just fix your little square and see what it does. This right here, as far as I'm concerned, is a meal. You know, back in the day, they didn't cook like we do. They go get them some corn out of the garden, fix them some biscuits, some cornbread, or maybe just something else with it, whatever it may be. I remember my mama, she fixed her some biscuits, and she get some molasses. That was a meal. Pour some molasses over those biscuits. She was good. And I think they used to have like maybe a pork chop and some biscuits and molasses and called it a day. Oh yeah. I don't know how long that corn's gonna stay into the freezer. It's lucky I got it into the bags. Because this is super good. Thanks, guys. One of the greatest things I've decided to grow into the garden is corn.